Hey everyone, today we'll try to understand how we can capture an approval action in Workfront via Fusion. Okay, so here, if you see this particular issue, we have, let's move this to new and let's actually move it to in progress, and then the approval action will be triggered. Okay, so when it is approved, I want to capture this approval action in Workfront Fusion and do something based on that. Okay, that is my requirement. So let's try to do that. So let's try to add a module, choose module, and then watch events. Okay, and then let's try to capture the approval action and see the message structure. Okay, let's add something and let's say understand the message structure basically, right? And then let's say i'm trying to understand I'm trying to capture the issue approval, so let's select issue as record type, and then let's say new state, and let's say status changed. Okay, status changed. Okay, so this will capture all the status changes. Okay, I'm just doing that just to capture the approval action. Okay, and then let's just uncheck this option because I'll be using my own personal account for this test. Okay, and then updated record only, click on that as well. So we need only updates basically to capture. Save. Okay, and then here we go. So everything is ready here. And let's try to run it, and let's try to capture the status changes here. Okay, yeah, it's captured here. So if you see, there's new status is in progress. The new state is INP, which is in progress, and the old state is actually in progress colon A. Okay, so basically we can run a filter, and if we are able to filter by old state equal to in progress colon A, that should do the trick. Okay, so let's try that, and then we can add additional filters as well. Okay, so let's actually do that. Okay, so let's add another webhook, and let's say watch for approval status issue approval actions, let's say, and let's say it should be issue here. Okay, and state should be old state. Old state should be INP. um, Old state status should be INP colon A, right? The old state status should be INP colon A, and let's add another um, filter here, status changed. Okay, the status will be changing as well, right? So this is another filter that we can apply here, and let's uncheck this option here, and then updates. I'm looking for updates. Okay, so this will capture the approval action. Okay, so whenever the status moves from in progress INP colon A to INP. Okay, whenever the status of the issue changes from INP colon A to INP, the status changes will be captured here. Okay, save it. Okay, let's click on OK there. Okay, now let's try to run it here. Okay, and let's move back to new, and then let's say in progress, and let's try to approve it. And obviously, again, I think we didn't select it, did we? Um, Issue approval actions. Okay, this is the one. Okay, let's try to run it again, and let's try to say new and in progress. Okay, and let's try to approve it here. Okay, and then obviously it will be captured here. Okay, perfect. Now if you see this, you know, if you see this, it's captured here. Okay, now let's try to add another module. Let's say tools, set multiple variables. Okay, this is a dummy module that I'm adding here, where do something. So we'll be doing something based on this message. So we'll be capturing the approval action here, and then we can do some uh, automation based on that. Okay, we can do some automations based on that. Okay, let's click on add, click OK. Okay, now let's add another filter here. Okay, set up filter, and then let's say approval new state equal to INP, right? So we can also filter by that. Okay, so new state status equal to new state, where's that? New state status equal to INP. Okay, that's what it is. And click OK there. Okay, so because what happens is the status moves from INP colon A to INP. Okay, from old state INP colon A to new state INP. Okay, that's what happens during the approval action, right? So that's why I'm adding another filter here so that we can narrow down the um, search basically, right? Let's try to save it, and uh, let's try to approve it once again here. Okay, it's captured. Okay, now it is processed. Okay, so it will actually process. But if you reject it, the approval should not be captured. Okay, so let's see whether that works or not. So let's try to reject the approval first of all, and then it should not be captured. So I'm just doing a reject. Okay, and then you can see it will not reach this phase. Okay, it will filter it out here. Okay, so yeah, this is one way of doing this. This is one way of capturing the approval action, and you can capture it, and you can do some automations based on that. Okay. Yeah, I hope this was useful. Have a great day.